Okay, well, the last time I was out here at the San Felipe de Austin Historic Site, it was a very cold early morning, and now it's a very hot, humid, and mosquito-filled morning, at least here. And back at the Stephen F. Austin Monument column, and what I think is cool is there's a tiny bit of mist left in the distance. There's always a car coming too, but yeah, behind the old historic house cabin there's monument. But at least on the way here, felt like doing the traditional Texas thing. Stopped by Buc-ee's. Got myself a breakfast burrito and oh yeah, if you're not from Texas and you ever get the chance, stop by a Buc-ee's. It is true what they say, it is more than a gas station. It's an experience. One thing I wanted to talk about as kind of a response to the last video I posted, which was a Shakespeare monologue, specifically from Richard II. And I haven't really posted something like that, except for the Hamlet ASMR thing I did. At the time was a joke, but now I look back and watch it, I'm like, it's not bad. I'm like, the channel, and I told myself, I've said this before in another video, it's like, I want the channel not just to be about photography and all that, but it's like, I'm an actor. I want to put out some videos of acting. And I know it's not a popular search on YouTube. You know, I get it. It's probably not going to get a whole ton of views. People don't search for a lot of acting or theater as much as they do TikTok videos, which I couldn't care less about those, to be honest, even though it's the algorithm. But that was mainly an exercise just to get my brain back into the mindset, back into the game of learning lines. And I gave myself a deadline of a week to do it, which was hard as hell enough because I haven't done it in about a year and a half. The finished product was 2 takes that I used, and I think in total I probably filmed it about 7 times because I got through the first half up to the music do I hear. You know, that was okay. I think I spent the most time on that, and then it was more, probably spent a couple of evenings cramming the second half, which walking around, you know, doing the bifurcation as you're supposed to, it does help the memory. And the more I did it, the easier it got. There are some sentences, as Shakespeare writes, which are just easier to remember and roll off the tongue than others. You know, I'm not an expert on it, even though I have a degree in theater, but like I said, it is what it is. It was more an exercise for anybody who's thinking, oh, that acting is terrible. It's like, well, if you understand what you're saying, then it's a lot easier to convey that. And I think I conveyed it okay. Like, the way I approached that monologue was, you know, the question that gets asked, how would you react, because acting being reacting and all that, how would you react to suddenly having everything, you know, being king, having all this army, this land, how would you react to everything just suddenly being taken away from you and you thrown in prison? Historically, I think Richard was in prison for a couple of months before he died. But as far as the play goes, the way Shakespeare wrote it, it might have been a couple of days, but significantly less than a few months. So there are some interpretations which they're just like completely, I don't know if the right word is cathartic, they're just like, oh no. It's like, it's hard to speak and everything's about to cry. It was like, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'd certainly be teary-eyed too if I had all my stuff taken away. But so many interpretations have also just sat or stood in one spot. And I'm thinking, now I'd still be angry, still have a little adrenaline about the whole situation. I don't think the adrenaline would have completely gone yet. So, pacing back and forth in a jail cell, as he's waxing philosophical, trying to play everything out and make, all these thoughts, the population of his little world. So that's just how I approached it for this. That wasn't the idea I had first. That was just, okay, let's get back in the swing of things. But the idea I have for the next video I'm going to make, which is going to be another Shakespeare monologue, it's going to be one of Iago's monologues or soliloquies, depending on how you want to look at it. He does get to break the fourth wall and sort of talk to the audience in a way. So, not really a soliloquy, because that'd be just talking to himself. But the way I'm going to do that is a style that I haven't seen done on YouTube yet. So I'm like, this being Shakespeare, I'm all for finding visuals and styles that, whether or not they work, at least try it, put it out there. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, gotta be me. So maybe my next week, or maybe the week after, I'll put that video out once I get it recorded. It's a much shorter and easier monologue than the Richard II one. But I think it's just the way that I want to do it, that style. That may take a while. I need 3 locations. So I think that's about it for that idea. Just wanted to throw it out there, let you guys know, and let me know what you think on the last one, if you're into acting or theater. Overall, when I look back at it, it's like, yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm not unhappy with it. I just know it's not perfect. It's like at the very end, and my mind just kept going blank. So I had to start back over at the music do I hear line. So it's not that I didn't understand what I was saying, just my mind kept going blank at that. But that's why I did it, to get back into the exercise of learning lines and some good old bifurcation. Bifurcating right out here in the open. But for now, while I'm here in the morning at a good old historic site with some good historical markers, let's enjoy some early morning photos. So thank you very much. That's about it for this video. Thanks for bearing with me, and just want to give you an idea what's going on. And if you enjoyed it, please appreciate, give this or the previous one a little thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you like acting and theater, monologues and good old Shakespeare and all that stuff, be sure to subscribe. There's going to be a lot more of that. So y'all be excellent. Enjoy some photos here. And I will see you in the next one. Buc-ee's just has good stuff. Cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong?